So first we have Enlight. What is it? Yeah, so it's basically a 2-hit move. So it's like, let's say, best comparison would be it's like a mix between Gauntlet's Enlight and Axe Enlight. Axe Enlight is because like it's 2-hit move, right? It hits in front of you, it hits stacked as well. It's very quick. It's probably best grounded move on Orb. As you can see, it's very fast as well. And it's more than 15 damage. I don't remember how much exactly it is. I believe it's like 16 or 17, which is pretty good for Enlight, because Enlights usually deal what? Unarmed Enlight is like 14 damage now, or even less. Then Force, it doesn't have, maybe it has good fixed force, but definitely not variable force, because killing with Orb is so tough. Oh my god, I'm gonna tell you about later. So it's pretty good. It has very good hitbox. Hitbox is actually better than actual animation as well. So let's see, I'm gonna show you this. So let's see in low speed, is he gonna hit another Enlight? So as you can see, this hitbox right there, this animation, the hitbox is actually like here. Can you see my mouse? Yeah, so hitbox is actually here. So hitbox is actually better than the actual animation. Hitbox is like this. You see? So even though animation is that, hitbox is like this. So this is pretty good. This is pretty good. I'd say best ground move on Orb for sure. I'd say it's the best one. Then we have, what next are they gonna show? I'm gonna mute him because we're in slow mo. Oh, it's Sidelight. So Sidelight, I didn't expect that. Honestly, I thought Sidelight was so good, but after playing it for a few hours, I feel like Sidelight is the worst gun move. So the best comparison would be in one of the existing moves is Scythe, soft Scythe Sidelight, right? The problem is it's slower in general than Scythe Sidelight. And hitbox is like extremely grounded. Unless you do like gravity cancel version. I actually haven't done a gravity cancel version a single time when I play it. I don't know why. But like, you're never gonna hit your opponent in the air. If somebody gravity cancel downlights with sword, and oh my god, people do that a lot. You're never gonna hit them because look at this. Look at this. I mean, animation basically hits hitbox. So you see, like hitbox animation is extremely good. You're never gonna hit anyone with it unless they're like in front of you or like inside of you. So it hits stack as well, hits in front. What else? It's one dodge window into downlight. I think they're talking about it here. It's not a true combo, it's one dodge window. But problem with downlight, I'm gonna talk about downlight. I mean that's it about Sidelight. There is no active input on this move. There is no variable force, which means you can do it on red HP, you can do Y HP, doesn't matter. And strings into downlight, strings into nair, I'm gonna tell you how later. Strings into Sair, I mean strings in a lot of stuff. But the most useful ones for you would be actually Ansig, because it's Dusk. It would be Ansig, Chase Dodge Nair, and downlight. I'm gonna tell you when to use what later. So, might be one of the weakest moves. That's what it feels like, at least. It's felt like. Alright, this is downlight. So downlight is probably like one of the most unique moves. In that case, that hitboxes act differently. So, you see, that's first hitbox. First hitbox spikes them upwards, right? And then there's a second hitbox. This one. This one is completely different because this hitbox is actually sensed in this way. So let's say you hit your downlight off the edge, you will spike them down, right? So that's kind of interesting, right? And you also jump. As you can see, this spikes them upwards, and this hitbox spikes them downwards, right? That's pretty good. And this hitbox as well. So you're gonna use this move probably and Enlight a lot more than you would use Sidelight. Enlight is just good move to counter, and downlight, as you can see, hitbox is good. The string potential on this move is not that good. unless you didn't like quite. So downlight actually has variable force, which confused me at first. But if you hit somebody, as you can see here, you hit them on at red HP. If you hit even like post yellow HP, they're just gonna fly away from you, and you won't have any follow-ups. It's not like Scythe and Light where you can do just Scythe, Light into and Light or like stuff like that, you know, because they can always just jump away from your moves after one downlight. The dodge punish you can get with downlight if you hit your side light is literally just side light downlight, and that's it. they're just super far away. But I'm gonna tell you later how to make your dodge punish better. That's what I found out, at least. Alright, then to the air moves. Alright, so that's all about ground moves. Recap is downlight and light are good. And light probably the best move. Downlight is good as well. Satellite is garbage. Honestly, I think it's garbage. So air kit is actually, in my opinion, a lot better than grounded kit. A lot better. Like so much better than grounded kit. So if I'd play orb, my game plan would be just to stay in the air for the most time, for the most part. So he shows down air here. That's down air. Yeah. So hitbox is not an actual orb, it's actually path. So as you can see, this whole thing is a hitbox, not just this, right? So this whole thing is a hitbox. That's pretty good. I believe it's 4 active frames, which is not that many, but it's still pretty good. This whole thing is a hitbox as well. What's interesting about all orb moves in the air is the fact that you can move freely. So steering, you can just move anywhere you want. So let's say you dash jump, reverse there on orb, you will keep all your momentum and go as far as you can. Especially with Nair and Sair. Down air not as much because it has shit ton of recovery frames. Down air has so many recovery frames. So I was trying to recover back to the stage. And I tried to zone somebody below me with Scythe, with down air, right? I missed my down air and I was falling down for like whole 2 seconds. It was no fun. I just died. I just couldn't recover after all. Another thing, you guys probably noticed, it bounces off the surfaces, right? It bounces off the platforms, bounces off the ground, it bounces off the walls as well. So he's probably gonna show it here, right? Oh yeah. So as you can see, hitbox still continues, and then that's another one, then it's another one, then it stops. Bouncing ones are not that great because of angle, but it's still a good option to cover your landing though. And on top of that, you have a mix-up. If you did like close to the ground, he's gonna like push himself off the ground with his arm and just bounce upwards. So like sword downline won't hit you. That's pretty good. And then another thing is it bounces off the wall as well. So it creates like edgeguard scenarios, so you can dash jump, reverse there, and you hit the wall instead of ground pound. What's good about there? Steering. You can dash jump, reverse there, and just keep going forward, like far away from your opponent. Has a lot of recovery frames, 4 active frames. Hitbox is an actual path, just it's not an orb. It's basically like bow down there. It can bounce off the walls and stuff. And as well, if you do it on a platform, if you hold down, it's same like with bow there. If you hold down, it's gonna go through the platform. If you're not gonna hold down, then it's gonna bounce off the platform. So that's pretty good too. Look at this, that's Nair. This move felt so good. That move felt like super good. I believe it's 15 damage, if I remember correctly. So Nair has no variable force. This move has no variable force at all. So you hit them with Nair, red HP, white HP, it's always fixed force. It's literally 0 variable force. So they're never gonna... You always have unjumpable follow-ups, unescapable follow-ups, right? Let's say... Also on top of that, it hits grounded, which creates a lot of unescapable strings for you. So for example, grounded Nair into downlight is a true combo, as an example. So if you hit somebody on the ground with Nair, then you just do downlight, that's through combo. It's like 31 damage or something, and then it leads up into string as well, into unjumpable follow. That's very good. Then what else? Steering. Oh my god, you can move anywhere. You can move freely all the time. Let's say you're landing on the ground with Nair. You can just like slide with it. You can just slide forward. Or let's say you dash jump reverse Nair. You're just gonna keep going forward all the time. Like it actually feels so good. Like as you can see, he's never like stuck in his like pose. You know, you see, like he's always moving. Like that's him holding backwards there and there. Like you can always move and it just feels great. Both Ser had it a while ago and then they nerfed that because it was like too safe. So like let's say with both Ser before, you could jump and then on landing you could just like do a fading away Ser, and it was just like so hard to punish. That's basically this move now. Same with Ser, you can steer anywhere you want. You move freely all the time. It hits stack. Basically this white line is a hitbox. Gray line isn't a hitbox. So recovery, at first when I saw recovery I was like, well, that's like safe recovery, but it hits them upwards, right? No. Best example probably would be sword recovery. It has very low priority, like hitbox priority. So you're gonna use it for the most part like you use sword recovery. So you wanna beat your opponent with active frames and startup frames. Like you want to start your recovery before they're gonna punish you. That's it. Because if they're gonna challenge you, you're gonna get punished. Because in some cases, even Gauntlet's ground pound can beat this move. And it doesn't feel good at all. You're trying to recover and you just get beaten by Gauntlet's ground pound. And Gauntlet's ground pound on hitbox. And hitbox is like not always around it. Sometimes like below you, sometimes above you, I believe. So the hitbox is not that great. Another good thing about that recovery though, it's not multi-hit. Instead, it's one hit. So you need to hit them only with one hitbox and it's gonna deal 17 damage no matter what. So let's say Sword recovery deals 18 or 16 now. But only if you hit the full recovery, right? You still can drop it in there and stuff like that. With this recovery, you're always gonna... If you're gonna land one hit, that's it. One hit is 17 damage, that's it. There's no like 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 2 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 5, you know? It's 17 and that's it. Another thing about that move, it's actually steerable. So if you hold left right there, I don't know if he shows it here. Yeah, he's holding left. So you see as he went from here to here, it's because he's holding left. If he's not gonna hold anything, he's gonna be like here. And if he's gonna hold right, he's gonna be like this spike ball position. So you can always like choose distance. Ground pound. Ground pound has insane priority, right? This is a hitbox, this is a hitbox. I mean, there's like everything is a hitbox here. Then there's probably no hitbox. I don't think there's hitbox left here. But if it's on ground touch, there's explosion. On ground touch, there's explosion that has huge ass hitbox, which is pretty good. So for the most part, you wanna use the ground version. So for edge guarding, you wanna use your ground pound like here, you know. So explosion is gonna still spike them down. So compared to cannon ground pound, let's say with cannon ground pound, you're gonna spike, if you're gonna do cannon ground pound right here, and if you're gonna edge guard them, it's gonna spike them this direction, right? Which is not that good. But with this ground, it's gonna spike them this direction, which is very good. If they're gonna recover into it, they're basically dead. And hitbox is so much better than cannon ground pound. On top of that, it makes you stop in the air, right? So like it's comparable in some case to bow down air, that you can delay your recovery back to the stage by just ground pounding nothing. So you can just get yourself some time just by ground pound. It's actually very good for recovering back to stage as well. So you just can't stall with it. That's so good. It's just such a good stall mechanic. That's like another flexibility of that move. On top of that, good force, good hitbox, good priority, best ground pound in the game. Well, that's about it, right? So they show it here, I believe. That's all about orb kit. Oh, right here. Look at this. Look at this. He missed, didn't he? Did he though? Oof! Look at this. Look at this spike. Look at this force. Oh my god. That was like 110 HP as well. Why?